And apologies for that break. Well, the Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Mr. Oluwemimo Osanipin, joins me now live from our Abuja studios. Good afternoon, Mr. Osanipin. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tolu. Thanks for having me.
Yes, let's start with an update on CNG conversions around the country. Where are we? How far have we gone?
Okay, as it is now, we've conducted a lot of engagement with stakeholders. We've met the stakeholders in 6 geopolitical zones. We met in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Ilorin, Kaduna, and other zones. So all the stakeholders were brought together, the engineers that will be involved in the conversion, the people that will own these gas stations, and those people that will drive the vehicle. We brought the unions, NATO, everybody's are gearing up, and we are ready.
But I'm worried about the acceptance level. How well is this gaining acceptance?
Oh, the acceptance level is high. You know, we are just starting, and we have been going ahead with the awareness campaign. We need people to understand how CNG works, and that's why we started with the people, the stakeholders that will be involved in the conversion or that will be involved in building the vehicles. So we've moved ahead and started discussing with those that will own the gas stations, that will involved in storage, the one that will involve in transporting the gas. All this one have been done. And again, we have moved also a step further by discussing with all the people that will use the vehicle, especially the transporters. And that's why we are engaging the Predator CNG initiative is having one-on-one discussion with unions, especially NATO, NU, RTW, even IPMAN on this. So the awareness is gradual, and we are going on with that. Very soon, you will see that in most of the media outlets, we'll be running adverts to advise and to explain further on how CNG is being converted, and then the conversion process, and what you need to know concerning how to get it, how to get the conversion vehicle converted, how to maintain it, how to get your gas, and how to run it. We are doing training for concerning all this. So gradually, people will accept. That's why when Predator Initiative started, the aim was to have about 1 million vehicles within 1 year. And we are in the right course. We are going to achieve and even surpass that.
That sounds good. Let's get a bit practical. How much of conversion are we able to get completed? Maybe in a day, maybe in a workshop or something, maybe like on daily basis or weekly. Can we put figures to it?
That's the number. Okay. The figure now is based per individual, the capacity, that is stock capacity of each of the firm or organization involved. We have some. Let me just give you the scenario. For example, it takes between 4 to 5 hours to convert a vehicle. And what that means is that if you have multiple conversion units, that is within a particular organization, you can do 8, 10. And we have one, even close to your office in Abuja, Gusape, they have the capacity of 100 per day. So with this, depend on the number you have per state or per location. But we know that with what we have on ground and with other people still coming to register, because on our platform we have seen about 18 already registered in line, apart from those ones that we have accredited earlier. You know, every firm, every assembly plant that have been accredited by or licensed by NADDC can go ahead and start doing conversion because they already have the license to assemble vehicles. And the new ones are coming in. So with the number we have now and the training being organized for the engineers, we believe we can meet the numbers. So it's just per day with what we are doing. We can meet the number. It won't take much.
Now, do we have enough expertise, personnel to to manage this, as of course it's expected that traffic would be more moving forward?
Yes, that's why you can see now the number of CNG on the road is still low. But the number of engineers that we have that are training now, I can tell you that NBTC are just signed off on the NOS prepared by NADDC and other stakeholders within the industries. So this curriculum is what is going to be used to train the engineers. And as of today, we have some outfits that are training people 5 days, 6 days. Then the course will take about 5 to 6 days. And then we have them training 10 to 30 per slot. And this means in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, we are going to have enough engineers that will go around the whole country and be able to do this conversion. We don't believe we are going to have much issue concerning the technical expertise. We have the curriculum well designed. We have, especially all the assembly plants, have enough personnel to do that. And NADDC, while we are accrediting centers, workshop centers, conversion centers, we ensure that minimum of 4 accredited or certified technicians must be in a center before that center is accredited. So for us to accredit a center, you must have minimum 4 accredited or 4 certified personnel. And these personnel have to be trained using the curriculum designed and signed approved by NBTA. So we are going to have enough personnel.
Well, it sounds good. And you've also said plans are on to commence accreditation and, of course, for CNG conversion centers. Can you tell us more about this process? And will this help us ensure safety and standards moving forward?
Yes, the accreditation process is ongoing. But I can also say that we have some that are already accredited. For example, all licensed assembly plants, they have CNG conversion capability. Some of them even produce CNG vehicles direct. That means the CNG vehicle is coming out of factory as CNG. So those ones don't need any conversion, and they have the expertise to do that. So especially the big assembly plants in Nigeria or vehicle manufacturing companies in Nigeria, they have the capability of CNG. And the new one that I want to come in that just want to own only workshop, we are accrediting them and we are making sure that they pass through the necessary training. So they can easily go to our website, that is www.naddc.gov.ng, and from there they will be able to get the apply online, do the necessary, fulfill all the necessary requirements, we pay fees, and then accredit them.
Let's shift our focus now to spare parts manufacturing. Are we looking into that? I've had discussions with players in the industry who say Nigeria has more competitive advantage in spare parts manufacturing and all of that. Are we looking along that line?
Yeah, we are looking along that line. We are looking, even before now, we are looking at manufacturing spare parts within the country. And that's why we are laying a lot of premium, pay a lot of premium on component part development. We've identified some parts that can easily be manufactured in Nigeria, and we are discussing with stakeholders in that regard. We want to know the problem, the challenges that they have, and we are trying to address those challenges. So we've brought together, the last time the component parts and the assemblers met, the minister discussed about us signing MOU. That is between the component part manufacturer, NADDC, and then the assemblers. So we are working on those ones. And apart from that, we are developing the Nnewi Industrial Park, Auto Industrial Park. The industrial park there is a park that we want to bring in all the component part manufacturers together under the same facility, so that they are going to be co-location, they are going to be sharing facility. This will make the price drop, that's the price of their product drop, and then improve the price competitiveness. Then we'll be able to standardize them also and make sure that the product coming out of this park meets international standard. Again, we are working on completing the component parts test center in Enugu. By the time we complete all this, easily any product that come out of the industrial park, we take them to the center to test and make sure that they meet international standard. After that, they will be able to produce en masse. That's for what we have, general parts. But again, let's move to CNG kits. We have a lot of organizations that are so interested in building assembly, or some company that will be manufacturing some of these kits in Nigeria. And already we have some already putting together the resources to start manufacturing, like cylinder and some valve and some other parts and some other kits that will make up the vehicle.
That sounds good. Moving on, the NADDC, I know there's a lot. I remember when we had the first chat, when you assumed office, but this CNG thing seems to be very big at the moment. What more should we be expecting from the NADDC moving forward, and what's your outlook for this industry?
Yeah, the outlook is very, very bright. It's good, especially when you look at the prospect that auto sector has. That's why we, on our own, want to build auto sector organically, and that's why I said let's start from component part manufacturing. By the time we identify, we have all the list of what we have comparative advantage on, and we are going to start producing this within the country. We don't have to produce all the parts in a vehicle, but we can produce a lot, at least moving from where we are now and start growing into 30, 35, 40% component. When we do that, you'll be surprised the GDP, the contribution of auto to GDP that we are going to achieve. Again, a lot of employment are going to be generated, and a lot, currently, even now, a lot of foreign direct investment are coming into auto sector because everybody that understands auto know that there is going to be a lot of growth in this industry, especially with the government focusing on CNG. A lot of investment already coming into CNG, especially the infrastructure that are going to power the CNG. So we know auto sector has a lot of prospects, and we are prepared. We have laid the foundation. With NADDC, that's the plan that was launched recently. With that plan and the implementation of the plan that is ongoing, we know we are going to start experiencing a lot of positive changes and growth in auto sector.
Well, it's a good way to live it. I must thank you so much, Mr. Oluwemimo Osanipin. He is the Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council. Yes, spearheading all of this moves, looking away from fossil fuel and all of that. Any update also on electric vehicles? We didn't touch on that at all.
Yes, electric vehicles, yes, part of new energy vehicles. We are also focusing on electric vehicle. Just as we are focusing on CNG, we are also focusing on EV. Gradually, because the attention now is more on CNG, because we have comparative advantage, and yes, CNG is a low-hanging fruit that we can have a lot of growth focusing on CNG right now. And that's why it seems as if we take CNG, we put it in the front burner and try to run with that quickly. Again, we are still on promoting EV. We have a lot of companies that have obtained license to start assembling CNG vehicle right here in Nigeria. So as we are working on CNG, we are also working on EV vehicles.
Beautiful. I must thank you, Mr. Oluwemimo Osanipin, again, Director General, National Automobile Design and Development Council. Do enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, Tolu.